It really is like tests and layers and levels. And we keep coming back until we can graduate all the layers and levels. The way they just showed it, I almost died. You know how I said before, sometimes it really feels like, because we are all saying the same thing. Well, we're all saying the same thing because we're all learning the same thing. And we're all learning the same thing and saying the same thing because we're all vibrating at whatever lesson that is. So we are bumping into the same people because that's the mirror level we're on. And so it's all an illusion. And so I said before, it does feel like sometimes somebody's just shouting down the same information and wants to see how much you can hear, how close you are to that microphone, right? Like how deep in the well are you to hear it clearly, to see clearly, to learn clearly, like, and how eager are you to hear and learn and see, right? Are you climbing up to get a better hear, a better listen? Or are you not paying attention at all and don't even know you're in a well? You don't even know any of that. Like it's, what? What are you talking about? What? Right? And so it's so funny how they showed it where it was that idea. It's like tossing down all the exact same information and seeing what pieces you pick up and how you assemble them. So essentially how you're translating. And if you're able to translate correctly, oh, you learned that lesson, you understand. And it's more than just translating it correctly and understanding, right? That's why there's so many layers and levels, because, oh, you finally heard, you never heard before. Oh, now you get it. Oh, good. It's like you have to keep integrating, keep learning, keep up-leveling that same lesson until you cement it in, wire it in, integrate it in, however you want to say. And then, don't worry, there's a billion more to go, right? It's like the game never ends. And so many of us have, maybe you have even learned all the lessons, but you've only integrated some of them to the 1st degree, some of them to the 5th degree, some of them to the 10th degree, some of them all the way. And so you think you know, you think you understand, and we all do this, right? And then you get another smack or another level or another layer, and you're like, holy shit. Well, I know nothing. I never knew before, right? Like it's so comical in that way, but it's a way to keep us engaged and entertained as we fly through this rock. But the better we get at it, right? The better we understand it, the better we take control of our own tools and master them, we can play the game more enjoyably, right? Like we can choose more easily because we can see more clearly what it is we are doing, because we are in charge of ourselves, of our own focus, of our own mind, our own tool, if we can be. In other words, you're gonna have to bear with this verbalization. It's like they're showing, it's like some of you aren't permitted yet because you haven't learned the lessons yet, because you're choosing what you're choosing. You're choosing to be led on that leash still. And again, don't label it right or wrong, right? Like, I mean, I know there have been lots of times, most of my life, I was led on a leash, sometimes knowingly, sometimes not knowingly, right? And it's like, it is almost like the soul's courage is kind of what it's like. It's like it's like your soul will get awakened to different things and be like, gosh, shit, it's time. Right? And so it's like, once that's awakened and that's realized, it could take you lifetimes for that soul to gain up the courage to do what it's now aware that it needs to do. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what it's more like. It really is more like your soul is on this journey. And that's why it's like the bodysuits don't matter. The lifetime doesn't matter. The souls next to you don't matter, in the sense that you need to not be comparing or competing or racing. You don't even know where that soul is on their own timeline. So you're getting deceived by your eyes and ears and be like, well, they're only 3 or they're only whatever. And it's like, what? No, their soul's 4 million years old. What are you talking about? Right? Like, it's so irrelevant. But we do get tripped up on that reality that the suit dies, the vehicle dies. The vehicle has a certain time frame, and then it gets worn down, and you need an upgrade. You need a new bodysuit, a new whatever. And hopefully you've integrated into the soul, you've tattooed onto the soul the lessons you've learned, so that when you get into the next bodysuit, you remember, oh, I need to care for this bodysuit. I need to love this bodysuit. I need to honor myself. Because there's these things I want to do. And that requires a bodysuit that is capable and strong and able to do those things. So I have to work with what I have, and what I have, I want to take care of. I want to love. I want to honor, right? So we're all going to come in our unique packaging, but we want to remember to love that unique packaging. But that's just a piece of the pie, right? It's like not to love it, to get stuck on it, or to be obnoxious about it, or no. Just so it is. It's like any vehicle you have. It doesn't really matter what the vehicle is, but you want to love the vehicle, and that you want to care for and honor that vehicle, so it continues to be an operating, working vehicle that can take you from A to B, right? It's like you don't need to get the best of the best for what reason. You're still just going from A to B, but you also you can't ignore it and leave it on the back burner and then it dies out, because then you still can't get from A to B. Like, it's that fine line, right? It's like, let's not put too much emphasis and let's not put under emphasis. And so it's like, it needs to be healthy. Does it need to be compared to others? No. It needs to be healthy for you. It needs to be enjoyable for you. It's part of the sensation. It's part of the model. It's part of the system. It's part of the program, right? Like, it needs to be fully functioning, alive, and alerting you. You need to be able to hear the signals it's receiving from your mind and your nervous system. So, how did we get onto this? Oh, because you were showing me the soul progression and the hopping. It hops lifetime after lifetime on this soul's journey until that soul can graduate. Like, it stays until it can run its own ship, right? Because remember, they were showing that the other day, like literally until it can run its own universe. It's like, and then the soul spins off into its own universe, because it has integrated all of the true lessons. It's almost like they're showing, it's almost like the basic lessons, but it's also funny in that, to say it that way, because it could take one soul 1 billion years to learn all the basics to then start its own universe. So basics could take 1 billion years, right? Like, isn't that kind of funny? It's just funny how they're showing it. It's interesting how they're showing it. And who knows if I'm even translating it correctly. Yeah. Sorry. And I do feel like they're spinning off onto so many other things. But the original thing that I came on was, you know how I hesitate to say that, but it's true. It is kind of like they toss down this stuff in the form of a simulation, in the form of a test. Right? Like, are you picking up the pieces? Are you tuning in? Are you listening? Are you loving you? Are you learning? That's the biggest lesson here, is to learn how to love you, which means there's a lot of lessons along the way to learning how to love you, how to truly love and honor you, because we end up, and it does continue to evolve in that, how do I say? It does continue to evolve. I don't know how to say this one. It's like, as we evolve, right, we're becoming upgraded. We're becoming better machines each time. Is also why it's like everything becomes more challenging, in that you want it to, right? It's just like building a muscle. Like, if you just use your own body weight resistance, if you're going at your max, then it'll always be a good workout, because you're always at your current max. And that's hopefully increasing. So it's always challenging. And you want it to be, if you want your muscles to continue to thrive. Otherwise, they get bored and stagnant, and the same thing doesn't work anymore. And you can't understand why. Okay, so but what were you showing me with? Sorry, as you can see, I'm jumping here. I'm trying to stay to get it. I know, I'm trying to get back there. I know, what was it? I might have lost it, guys, sorry. I feel like that's maybe part of the message, but I don't know how until I listen back. Something like the soul and the translation and the testing. And are you integrating? Are you picking it up? I don't know. There was something more there. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.